Welcome to this breathwork and meditation practice for your luteal phase. The luteal phase completes the menstrual cycle much in the same way as the waning moon gives its light over to the new moon at the end of the lunar cycle. As our hormones and energy peak very early in this phase and then sharply decline, the body enters something of a holding pattern and nestles in for the remainder of the cycle. This is a time for completing projects and for attention to detail. That is what our mind is primed for at this time in the cycle. We can use the creative momentum that we've been generating in the first half of the cycle and keep that as we continue to move the needle and keep things on track. But it's a great time for tending to any administrative items or things on your to-do list that may have gone unattended. The luteal phase is not always favored by menstruating women. Our hormones are on a steady decline. Progesterone is on the rise, and though this can help us feel more relaxed, it can also come with some heaviness or some tiredness. We may come to expect the arrival of PMS symptoms. We may be leaning into doubts or fears as our inner chemistry shifts and we struggle to maintain the same rhythm that served us so well earlier in the cycle. But despite its not so popular reputation, the luteal phase also presents an opportunity for surrender, an invitation to trust the wisdom of the body and welcome the pull inward. This is the time when the work of true cycle alignment begins, when we are asked to slow down, when we are asked to rest, when we must acknowledge that we are not the same throughout the entire cycle. And we cannot expect ourselves to operate in the same way day in and day out. So in today's breathwork and meditation, we will begin with a pattern breathing technique that lengthens the exhale portion of the breath. So the pressing the air out for a longer period of time than we are taking in. And what this does is it activates the part of our nervous system that is responsible for the rest and digest response, the parasympathetic nervous system. It can help sort of ease any feelings of anxiety that might arise. And this breath practice alone can be the antidote to the stress that sometimes accompanies the luteal phase. So we'll focus on that breathing technique, and that will be the main effort of this practice. And we will allow for some time, some pause to sit in meditation afterward, but without taxing our mind and energy too much. We'll just sit in observation with the goal of just letting go, letting our thoughts go where they will, releasing control. That's something that's very important in the luteal phase, as we might want to control our energy levels. We might counter that feeling of wanting to go inward and continue the same pace of energy exertion that we had earlier in the cycle. So for this meditation, all you will need is a comfortable place to sit or lie down. If you're lying down, you can bring a pillow or a rolled up blanket under your knees. You want to maintain a feeling of alertness, but where you're very deeply comfortable and can stay relaxed. So take a few moments here to find that comfortable position. And then wherever you are, just allowing yourself to land. And depending on where you're coming from to this meditation, what time of day, you might need a bit of time here to transition into stillness. If you find there's some residual energy and you're wanting to move, just honor that, maybe sway or turn the head from side to side. And if you're arriving to this practice with something of a busy mind, you might choose to keep the eyes open, but in a half gaze. So this very soft, relaxed gaze in the eyes, focusing on something in the distance without visual distraction. You can also choose to close the eyes if that is appropriate for you. And before we begin to apply any pattern to the breath, just notice it. Notice the way it sounds as it enters and exits your body. And just listen here for anything your body might be communicating through sensation, any areas where you feel tightness or where you feel spacious. And we'll begin our breath practice now. And we're using a count on the inhale and the exhale to provide a bit of structure. So I'll guide you through, but so that you know we are inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8. So we're doubling the exhale in this breath pattern. We can think of the luteal phase as the exhale of our cycle. So we'll elongate that exhale. And let's begin. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose or the mouth for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your breath return to normal here. And we'll sit for a few moments just in receipt of that calming energy. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take many rounds of this breath practice to shift the nervous system. As we practice breath work, we're balancing the subtle energies of the body. So can you notice that here? Even if it's a small change, Can you observe it? Can you welcome it? So we'll have one more round of this patterned breathing technique. And this time we will add retention after the inhale. So our pattern will be inhale for 4, we'll retain the breath in for 7, and we'll exhale for 8. But if this retention brings any discomfort at all, you can always continue the 4-8 breath pattern, just in and out. Elongate the spine once more, relax the shoulders. And let's begin. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let your breath adjust here. Releasing the breath pattern and just letting it flow freely. And in this remaining few minutes of mindfulness, just as best as you can, pay attention to the body and the breath. And that can give your mind a place to rest. Notice anywhere you feel your mind gripping or creating control. Can you let go? Can you surrender? Sometimes the mind goes into a default working mode where it's scanning and checking and it's vigilant. This is a primal state that served us at one point in time. But instead, can we just rest the mind on a simple task? Can we give the mind a place to land, something to do by paying attention to sensations in the body? Maybe you feel the temperature on your skin. Maybe cool or warm. Feel the sensation of the air moving in through your nose, expanding your lungs. Again, observe any tendency you have to hold on, either in the body or the mind. Can you soften the eyes, the jaw, the forehead? This time in our cycle is one of completion. So where are there any tasks, any thoughts, any ideas that are asking for that energy of completion? We'll be here just a few moments more, continuing to let that calming response radiate throughout your body. If your eyes are closed, start to very slowly blink them open. Allow some movement back into your body through the spine, the head, the neck. And giving yourself this pause to acknowledge anything that has changed. I want to encourage you to see everything that the luteal phase has to offer. Sometimes it's the part of the cycle that makes sense only in retrospect. So we have a certain feeling or we react a certain way, and then our period arrives and we think, oh, okay, that makes sense. But through this practice of aligning with our cycles, aligning movement, nutrition, meditation with our cycles, can we start to create more presence, more of a welcoming of the experience that is happening in our body, our inner chemistry. And in that way, we're not fighting, we're not caught in the struggle, and instead we can be more in the flow. Thank you so much for joining me today and for being a part of the collective of women who move by the moon.